What's up everybody, this is Superstar O here, and in today's video I'm going to be announcing the winners of the first contest that I did for you producers here in 2015. Sorry to get this video to you kind of late. As you can see, maybe if you can, well, I guess you can't really see the windows, but the room, as you can see, isn't very lit and I'm looking kind of yellowish because of these lights or whatever, but it's because I like to do the videos more so in the daytime now because the natural lighting comes in and then makes the videos look better. But I went through some of the contest entries as the contest went on. I believe we started it, Friday or Saturday? But for the most part, I just waited until today, the last day, because tons of people wait until the last moment to send their submissions in. So I waited till today to listen to most of them, and it was just overwhelming how many there was. I mean, it wasn't too overwhelming, but there was a lot of them. And I ran into a problem where it took a lot more time because I like to really sit and listen and give people the chance, but also some people sent download links that didn't even work, or SoundCloud links that, you know, when you would click them, SoundCloud would just go to a page that says we can't find this sound. So I don't know if they just deleted their entries after you guys submitted or what, but for those of you, I didn't like make a list or anything, but some of you didn't even get heard, obviously. I don't know if that was intentionally. It could have been like, you know, they entered the beat and they didn't feel comfortable with it, so they deleted it. I don't know. But for the next contest and stuff, if you're sending download links and you're not sending attachments, or you're sending, you know, SoundCloud, SoundClick links or whatever, make sure yourself to click them and make sure they work before you send them. Besides that, there were so many entries that when I was going through them, Gmail has some type of retarded system. It's always done this. It did this to me in the past with these contests, where if you go through too many emails too fast, or you delete, well, okay, so like, you know, to them, if you send me something as an attachment and I click play on it, to them it's like I'm downloading it. I guess the email downloads it and you listen to it, even though it doesn't download on your computer. So if you go through too many at too fast of a pace, not even like, you know, just zooming through, but just, you know, like you would be doing, you know, clicking through them, you click play too many times on too many of them, and you click delete on the ones you don't want, Gmail will lock your account for like an hour. So that happened, and I had to check them on my phone, because for some reason, even though it locks it on web browsers, it doesn't lock on your phone. So that took a little while longer trying to listen on my phone, but now I narrowed it down. And before I make the announcement for who the winners are, the first things I'll say is a lot of people mostly did the piano beat, and some of them were cool. For the trap one though, not as many people, well, people did it, but it was like, you could tell it was just super rushed. Like, for the most part, there was really, in all honesty, only a handful of them that I liked for the trap one, for the trap loop finishing. Most of them just sounded like they took off at a good start and had potential, but then they just didn't do anything else to the track and they just looped it, or they just was, you know, just things like in a hurry. And if you guys are going to enter these contests, you have to know, I'm not just going to choose something that, you know, sounds halfway decent, or something that just, you know, is okay, like, oh, it was alright, it was better than the other ones. It has to really be good, or else I just won't choose a winner for that loop. So for future contests and stuff, you all need to know that there's hundreds of people entering these contests with you, and you need to go as hard as you can on your track and really spend time on it, because you have days anyway, if you really want to win, unless this is just, you know, just something you just wanted to do for fun. Because for the trap loop, it seemed like I said, it sounded very rushed and like people were just throwing it together for fun or whatever, I don't know. So moving on from that, I got a first and second place winner, or not first and second, but I did choose one for the piano and one for the trap beat. But even also besides that, I came across a couple other ones, like I said, where, you know, there might be other winners who might not win the prize cash, but they need that recognition because you can hear they did something real different with the track, and, you know, I would still give them clothing from the clothing line site, and then kits from the kit site. And there's a couple of those. There's two of those actually, or I think there's two. So without further ado, I'll just go ahead and get into the winners. Alright, so let's start off with, I have them opened up on the screen here so I can look and go through them because I don't remember people's names. But let's start with the piano one, the piano winner. So the piano winner actually is going to be interesting as it's not just one winner. There's two people, and the reason there's two people is because I like both of the tracks equally, equally the same, but they each have their things they could have did a little better. But as far as they're both the two best ones out of all the piano entries, and I actually really do like them, and one's really not better than the other one, even though like I said, one kind of does the other one better, certain things better than the other one does the other certain things. So it's like they balance each other out. So for the winner who wins the piano entry is actually going to be two people. So they're actually going to have to split the prize cash. But then I'll give them each clothing from the clothing site and from the industry kits thing. And I wasn't sure how I was going to do that because I liked them both, and I've been sitting here trying to decide which one to choose. But we'll just go ahead and keep it simple and easy and just give them both the credit and just split it between them. So those people are what's this dude's name is Roddy Corin, I think, and of course he did the piano track. And the second person is Sean Urkasine. I think I'm not sure how to say his last name. But the people who, if you're one of those people, then you would know who you are. Plus you'll be emailed, and I'll let you know, the details in case you haven't seen the video. Now, with Sean, his beat was really dope. The only thing with it is it could have had a little more sounds in it. It's kind of simple, not simple. It's kind of empty a little bit, but it still does the job. So, but if there would have just been a couple more leads or something in the hook, it would have made even a bigger difference. And with Rody, he had a little bit too many breakdowns, but the beat itself is just dope, really dope. So moving on from that, the person who won the trap contest is Jonelle Anthony. And I think it was the Goblin beat because he sent two different ones. I'm not sure which one it was. And with the thing with him, even though you won the trap side, is the beats mix is just crazy. Like it's like not in a bad way, not like to knock you or nothing. Because I'm gonna mix these before I put them out there for you all to hear anyway. So everybody keep in mind that when people win these contests, they send me the track house and I mix it before I put them on my sites. But the mix on this is just insanely loud. Like everything is just crazy loud. So if you're watching this video, you might want to work on that. Make sure you maybe turn your monitors all the way up when you're mixing like I do, so things aren't too loud. Or at the end of the final step of your mixing, turn it all the way up and see if things are too loud, because everything is just crazy loud in here. Like I'll fix it, but yeah. For the most part, like if I would have been a customer and this wouldn't have been a contest, this beat is tight, but if I was a customer, I probably wouldn't have got through the first, 20 seconds to give it a chance, because it's that loud. It would have just been like, I would have went on to the next site. But as I've told you all, your mix and everything doesn't matter, because I'm going to mix them. I actually go by, what sounds good as far as the beat itself. Now for the two people, there's two people, like I said, that didn't get, the I guess first or second prize, whatever. There's really no first or second, but they didn't really, win the initial prizes. But I'm gonna still let them be heard and put their stuff up and say who they are and what they did, and still send them some kits and some clothing. And one person out of the two is, let me make sure, Jay Tone, and let me make sure, yeah, and Jay Tone made like a really dope, like he flipped the trap beat into like a reggaeton beat, which was crazy. I was like, I didn't expect that at all. Not many people have ever done that in these contests. It's a really good sounding reggaeton beat, so stay tuned to hear that. That's a good one, and shout outs to you. And the next person is Justin Black, and he flipped the, is it the piano? I think it's the piano one, into a whole different way. It's like some like EDM / like pop type stuff. I don't know how to explain it. It's like its own sound and beat. It doesn't really sound like anything that I could think of, but it's dope, and it has like this little like a vocal sound and synth in it. So stay tuned to hear that as well. Congratulations to all the winners. If you didn't win, again, like I said, you guys, not to say there wasn't a lot of entries that were good, because there was, but for the most part, to be honest, everything sounded too rushed. Everybody and I don't know why, because you had like 5 or 6 days or something, but everything just sounded like it was just kind of slapped together and just emailed to me, which you're not going to win if you do that. But you know, no worries. I'll have new contests coming this year, of course. So stay tuned for new videos, and I'll see y'all later.